on another episode of tonight's News Tonight. So apparently there was a giveaway at a hockey game, which had school teachers scrambling on their knees to grab fistfuls of cash. And apparently organizers are apologizing. So let's take a look at the video.
A very different face-off at this junior hockey game in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
That's interesting.
Not athletes, but teachers.
Oh my
jostling
goodness.
at center ice. Frantically scrambling on hands and knees for $5,000 $1 bills donated by Sioux Mortgage Direct, a Sioux Falls lender.
Every teacher has a different reason. It's some of them, it's iPads, for the classroom. Some of it's just new equipment.
The inaugural Dash for Cash event at Saturday's Sioux Falls Stampede Junior Hockey game featured 10 local teachers on a rug at center ice, scooping up $5,000 in donated $1 bills and stuffing them into their shirts and pockets. Video of the teachers jostling to grab dollar bills was sparked outrage nationwide, with some critics saying the stunt turned school teachers' chronic funding shortages into a public spectacle. Others have compared it to Squid Game, the South Korean TV series about desperate people who compete in deadly children's games to win money. I'm pretty sure they probably did this as a way to raise money for these teachers to get supplies, and they thought they would have like a little game to do it. And I think I can understand how it does look pretty bad. As a state, we shouldn't be forcing teachers to crawl around on an ice rink to get the money they need to fund their classrooms. We need to do better for our educators, but more importantly, we must do better for our students. Yeah, so it's probably not the best idea to take a bunch of teachers and put them center ring and have them crawl around on their hands and knees to stuff their shirts and pants and pockets full of money just to help their students. It would have probably been a little more favorable, I think, if they just presented each of these wonderful teachers or, all of the teachers with that big check of $5,000, and they could have divvied it up to get supplies for their students. Each teacher was profiled and introduced prior to the event as we highlighted their school and what funds would be used for, the statement said. Although our intent was to provide a positive and fun experience for teachers, we can see how it appears to be degrading and insulting towards the participating teachers and the teaching profession as a whole. We deeply regret and apologize to all teachers for any embarrassment this may have caused. Now, I'm sure that the teachers didn't really feel embarrassed. I'm sure they participated in all good fun. I'm really sure that this is just our wonderful Karens and Richards of the world reminding everybody that we must be sure to remind people that what is and what is not acceptable in in day-to-day life and in these interesting situations that pop up. South Dakota ranks near the bottom of U.S. states in teacher pay with an average annual salary of $49,000. Teachers spend about $750 a year out of their own pockets for classroom supplies and related expenses, Paul said, adding that the state has a teacher shortage. What really sucks about this is that we need good teachers that are helping to teach their students to be good people and to teach them the basics. That also includes teaching kids how to balance checkbooks, how to manage a mortgage, how to manage credit cards, credit scores, things like that. Everything that happens day to day in our lives as adults. It's also not surprising that we have teacher shortages right now. And I'm sure that there are schools around the country that have these mandates that our president have initiated with any business over 100. I'm sure they've taken it upon themselves to initiate that in schools as well. I do think it's wonderful that we do have a positive outcome with this whole situation that's happening. The event's organizers say they are giving an additional $500 to the teachers who participated in the event and $500 to each of the 21 participants who were not selected to take part. I think that's really awesome. I think it's something that didn't turn out the way that exactly they wanted it to, and it came out turning into a positive. And I think that's awesome because I think in this world, we have the ability and the capacity to be good people. And we have the ability to turn something that wasn't like the optics were not great, watching teachers on their hands and knees scooping up dollar bills to put in their shirts in their pockets so they can help students who don't have the money to purchase these things for themselves. So it's actually kind of nice. I think about myself each day of like, how can I be better than I was today than I was yesterday? And that's kind of what I want to do with my life. And I hope that this has been an interesting video for you. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So make sure you ring that damn bell so that you know when our next content is released. Thank you so much for watching this video. And from our family to yours, good night.